What is going on, viewers of YouTube? Sunspot here, and I am back with guys my review of the Bandai Power Rangers Ninja Storm Legacy Collection Blue Ranger 6-inch collectible figure. As per usual, I do want to highlight the box. Nothing too special, some warning labels there at the top with the Bandai logo as well. Here we do have Saban's Power Rangers with the lightning bolt symbol there in the middle. Cool metallic paint. The transparent cover where you would see the figure inside with all of her accessories. The Build-A-Figure Megazord logo there, looking pretty cool. It's such a great figure, can't wait to review him. The blue lightning bolt streaks, which look really nice. Love the glowing background behind them too, and some nice artwork of the Blue Ranger herself, looking very pretty. I love that glossy paint that they used for her visor. Just looks really nice. A lot of effort got put into this, and it does say Power Rangers Ninja Storm there at the bottom, and on the side of the box, specifically on this transparent cover, does say the Legacy Collection Blue Ranger. As for the sides of the box, nothing too special. It does continue that lightning bolt design streak here, looking pretty cool, as well as the transparent cover. The other side again continues that lightning bolt streak, a lot less though, and again that transparent cover. Top of the box again continues the lightning bolts and says Power Rangers Ninja Storm. And bottom of the box, nothing too special. Some warning labels again and the barcode. Back of the box highlights the Build-A-Figure Megazord himself, looking really pretty. Definitely gives you a good description of what parts come with each Power Ranger, which is always nice. Here at the top it says collect the Rangers and build the Dino Megazord. I actually didn't know this was the Dino Megazord. I didn't even know that that was the correct name for him, but as you can see here, this is Series 1 of the Legacy Collection. I own all of them and can't wait to review the rest. As for the figure herself, this is pretty amazing. I said this in my Yellow Ranger review, and I will say it again here. Ninja Storm is a really big part of my childhood, more so than Mighty Morphin, and I know a lot of people are going to trash on me for that, but you know, I was born in the late 90s, so Ninja Storm was right up the alley for me. With that said, this figure is really nice. I love the paint application with the blue, the white, and especially the shiny silver, with the whole chain metal thing going on with all of these figures. Just, it's absolutely wonderful. So let's take a closer look. As for the head sculpt, as you could tell, it's pretty damn accurate. Now, I know, especially since I'm zooming into this thing, and I actually kind of noticed it now on camera, there is some paint wear around these white lines over here, kind of on top of her mouth, a little bit at the bottom there too, and there is some paint wear at the edge of the visor here as well, which honestly, yeah, I know, it's kind of annoying, but these figures are not perfect by any means, and you could tell there's just some really odd placement of paint apps and molding that's just a little bit odd, but overall, this is a pretty cool head sculpt. I really like the shade of gold they used for this, I guess, this outer shell of the visor. It's really nice, very vibrant, especially in person. I don't know how it's appearing on camera, but in person it's really great. I love the little dolphin indentation right there. It's so beautiful. I'm trying to get the best quality here I can. Let me try and focus this. There we go. You can see the dolphin now. Love these indentations here on the side. They're kind of like fins, which I thought were just really cool. And the paint they used for the visor is not super crazy glossy. You can't really see a reflection. It was actually more impressive on the artwork on the box, but still, it's really nice. I do love what they did with the head sculpt here. The paint application too is really great too. I'm trying to get the best focus that I can here. I love the paint they used for the helmet itself as well as the rest of the figure. You could see some slight indentations at the back of the helmet there as well. So I'm really loving the head sculpts. I know some people aren't a fan of this particular season of Power Rangers. I was, so This just really speaks to my childhood. And same goes for the rest of the figure. As you could tell on her boobs, and yeah, I had to say it, you know, why wouldn't I? Especially if you put these, you know, to the side. You could tell she is well equipped, but as you could tell on her chest, there is the dolphin fin symbol there. It's not actually painted on. It is indented, or rather molded, which is nice. Luckily, mine didn't have any paint where the blue doesn't seep into the white, or vice versa, so that was just a really nice treat. Love the gold rim here on the shoulders, looking really, really nice. I'm loving this chain metal too. A really glossy silver they used for this, so I thought that was a nice touch. And the blue that used throughout the figure is just really, really impressive. I don't know how it's appearing on camera, but it's kind of a darkish blue, maybe a little bit whiter on camera, unfortunately, but hey, her little gauntlet device here, which is really nicely molded. I'm trying to get the best focus here. Really, really detailed, actually, which I was quite impressed about. I said that in the Yellow Ranger review as well, so that's always nice. Do have a slight tint of blue here on the back of the hand, which is kind of cool. Love the black rim here. A little bit of paint rub there coming from the blue. Not the biggest deal in the world, but I do have to address it. The belt is nicely molded. Love this little buckle right here, indented nicely. And the black belt itself is pretty plain. There's a slight indentation right here. Not super impressive, but hey. And this really, really annoys me. The CC symbol, or whatever the hell it's called. That is super annoying. I don't know why they decided to put that there, but they did. The skirt actually is slightly rubberized, so you can get some good flexibility there. I'll go over that later in my review. Here is a slightly different wrist molding here, kind of like a bracelet, very similar to the belt buckle here. So there you go. More of that chain metal going down on the legs. Love the paint application here, especially the mold. You could tell she's definitely fit by the shape of the thighs, so she does have some muscle. This bothers me though. I don't remember how it was in the show, but I'm pretty sure the chain metal was over her knees too. And as you could tell on the figure, that it's not. It's just a solid dull color of silver with no little dots or indentations whatsoever. And that's honestly kind of annoying. I'm not sure why they did that. It looks a little odd. Maybe if you're just looking up close it looks odd, but, you know, still, maybe from a distance it's better. Moving down to the boots, that same belt buckle design here under the knees, looking very, very pretty. Love the glossy black too. So that's looking nice. The boots, not crazy impressive, pretty generic, good paint application. I feel like they could put a little bit more detail on the top of the foot here. You could still see the little straps here. I don't know if I doubt they were colored black in the show, now that I think of it, but I think they could use a bit more definition because it looks a little bland. As for articulation, like I said in the Yellow Ranger review, and I'm going to be mentioning those reviews a lot, I highly recommend you check out that. That'll be in the link in the description. But I said in that review that these figures are really, really articulated, which is a huge part of a figure to me. Some people don't care about articulation, but I do, especially on Power Rangers figures, so let's just get right into this. Her head can move up that much, so some good flying poses there. Can go down that much. Can actually rotate the full 360 as well as slightly wobble. It's very limited there. The arms can fully rotate as well as go out and in. There is a little, I don't know what to call this, an upper arm rotation, so it can go the full 360. A single jointed elbow. And there is some forearm rotation as well. They can go the full 360, and I can zoom in here on the wrists so they can fully rotate, go out, in, and just, you know, they have a lot of flexibility because there's two joints, so that's nice. Her abs here, let's see, can go forward that much, back that much, side to side, and oh goddamn. Alright, so that never happened. Like I said earlier in the video, this is a rubberized section, so her legs can go about that far out, not a crazy amount. Back that much, very little. Can't really do the splits, just a little bit. This definitely hinders it. Having some squeaky noises down in there actually, which is weird. There is a thigh rotation. Do not recommend doing a full 360. A double jointed knee, which is always nice. And here at the calf, it can rotate the full 360. Her feet can go forward that much, back that much, as well as have an ankle pivot. Well, as for size, this figure stands at about 7 inches tall. If you don't believe me, I always bring in the measuring tape here, and you could tell she's just at about 7 inches. God damn it. Like I was saying, just at about 7 inches, and maybe a little bit under, but hey, it's Bandai. It's 7 inches. And here is the Blue Ranger right next to her Red Ranger counterpart. If you notice, my Red Ranger has a slight bend at the knees there, which is definitely annoying, so he's shorter than he should be, but you can definitely tell that the Blue Ranger is definitely shorter, so this guy is probably over 7 inches if you really think about it. And here she is next to a standard DC Multiverse figure. And here she is next to my alpaca. As for accessories, the Blue Ranger here doesn't come with a whole lot, mainly just a standard Ninja Storm sword, which I'll zoom into here for a sec. Some pretty good detail. Love the gold paint application. I think the red here because you use a little bit more definition, but yeah, so far so good. I mentioned this in my last review that these are really, really bendable. So you could tell mine already bent the wrong way because a box fell on it, and that was just really unpleasant. So most of my Power Ranger swords from this line are already bent, at least the Ninja Storm ones, which suck. And here is the one encased in its little sheath. Looking pretty cool. Love the glossy black. Again, a lot of these accessories could just use more definition, especially in these little indentations here. They could use a bit more paintwork, but overall still a really neat accessory. And to highlight how these accessories work on here, it's pretty damn simple. What you do, turn the figure around, there's a hole, obviously, on her back, a peg on the sheath, and you just plug it in, but it looks really, really nice on her. I had a lot of fun doing toy photography with her with these two accessories. Just so much fun. She just looks really, really badass in it. Now, what I want to do is caution you with placing the weapons in her hand. You can bend these really easily, so you want to kind of, don't put them in at the side like this. I know it seems easier, but you're just, when you turn them, to rotate them, to make them actually, you know, straight, you're just going to bend the crap out of things. So just try and put them in like this. You kind of have to force it at one point because it is just super damn difficult to do this. But as you could tell, I did it and it looks super, super badass. You can actually put this hand here as well, and you can have her dual wield it. So it's just a really cool accessory, and it looks really cool on her. But of course, this wouldn't be a Build-A-Figure figure if you didn't have your Build-A-Figure parts. And I know, this is surprising. The Power Rangers figures actually come with 2 Build-A-Figure pieces. So with the Ninja Storm line, you only need 3 figures to build your Dino Megazord, which is pretty cool. But starting off here, I do want to show off a little bit of the accessories. I believe this is, yeah, this is the left leg. So some pretty good paint detail going around this thing. Very accurate to the original toy. Love this little symbol right here. It's actually not even a symbol. It kind of is. It's a little bit weird of a design, like a dino mouth or something. That's a little weird. But the gray, it's pretty dull, but if I'm looking back on the toy, I guess it's pretty accurate. Some good detail here on the foot with the gold rims. Love this little red knee guard, and some really good articulation. It can go pretty far and just rotate fully, and the foot actually has an ankle pivot and go up and down. So that's that. Like I said in the other review, it's just these Build-A-Figures just a huge surprise for the line. And I actually do want to make a correction. This is the it's the right leg. What happened, oh, don't fall over. What happened is that this rotated and I thought it was the left. But yeah, this is just the right leg. And naturally, she does come with the right arm, and it is the dolphin piece, and it looks so freaking awesome. I love the mold. You could tell this little part right here, although shaped like a dolphin's snout, is actually a little ship, and she sits inside there, so that's really cool. Big problem with this is that the little hand here doesn't have much articulation, can just do about that and can go up and down, so nothing too much there. But looking at the design on this, it's so freaking cool. I love the little dolphin fin symbol there, and the fin itself molded on is kind of a hard rubber, so do get a lot of flexibility there. Some little dirt pieces there, paint chip, not a big deal though, but yeah, it's just really nice. Love the glossy paint with the gold rims here. Actually, no, they're silver. It depends actually how you look at it on the light. It looked gold for a sec, but yeah, and has some pretty good articulation. Has a 90-degree bend, go far back pretty far, and I wish this could rotate like the dolphin head itself. I think the toy did it, could be wrong, but either way, really cool Build-A-Figure piece. So overall, if you are a Power Rangers Ninja Storm fan, or a Power Rangers fan in general, or if you just want to have some fun and build a freaking Megazord out of some figures, this is the figure to get. We rarely, if ever, get decent Power Rangers toys, let alone fully articulated, highly detailed ones with Build-A-Figure pieces like such. And I am just in love with the Legacy Collection line, and this just makes me even more excited to review the Mighty Morphin stuff. And with that said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment, check out my site at SunSpotReviewz.com, and I will see you guys in my next video.